Hello everyone, welcome back. It's World Coin Hunt Day. Been looking forward to this. I got some more coins from eBay, only a small bundle, about 250 grams worth. I've thrown them straight in. I've had a quick look through them before I did. There's a few interesting ones and quite a few that we've seen before. And I've been given a couple more as well by a colleague at work, so I've not even looked at those. I just thanked him, bought him a coffee, and thrown them straight in the pot. Ooh, what's that? He says, being nosy. Oh, don't cheat. I look like an old farthing. We've come across that one day. Right, so, usual routine. Get this tub load, which never seems to be going down, out of the way, and we will crack on. One person did leave me a message after the last video saying, why don't you grab a handful? I've already grabbed one, as you can see. Why don't you grab a handful like somebody else does on their video so you haven't got to waste time going back to the tub? Well, it's the suspense. Plus, I want to do it my little way as well. Why do the same as everybody else? That's what I always say. There we go. Portugal, 200 escudos, 1991. Everything we need in one place. And there's old Garcia de Orta on that side. So yeah, we've seen this one before a few times. Don't know if we've seen 91, but we've certainly seen 200 escudos. Nope, that way around. Star goes at the top. So that, Yugoslavia, there we go. Yugoslavenskia. How much have we got today? 1981, 50 para. We've come across these before. I don't know if we've had an 81. We've had a couple of 70s in the past, and certainly lower denominations, but yeah, must be feeling a bit rich today. So, 50 para, Yugoslavia. Excellent stuff. That's it. Didn't look quite right then. What have we got there? 5. Oh, that's the old zloty. Yes. So this will be Poland. Yep, there we go. Poland, 1974. This is aluminium as well. Don't think we've come across one of these. That's a nice little addition to the finds. There we go. 5 zloty, Poland, 1974. Excellent start. Let's give them a mix. Ooh, that's a shiny. 2003. 3 lions. Don't recognise that as being English in any way, shape or form. I think the only thing with lions on the back that was this size, that was British issue, was a pound coin, and this is the wrong colour and certainly the wrong thickness. 20 centi Easty Vara. Oh, that's Estonia. That's a nice one. Very shiny. It's probably still in legal tender as well. I don't know. 2003. It's in very good condition. 20 centi 2003 from Estonia. That's a nice one. It's another new one. Oh no, it's that way round. Netherlands, so that's Beatrix. 5 golden, 1988. We've had this one before a few times. Nothing fancy, nothing special. But it's been a while. Another one we haven't seen for a while. What's that, 1980? That's 50 drachma. That'd be Greece. Yep, there he is. The dude with the beard. Could never remember his name, and sure as heck ain't going to try and pronounce what's written on the front of the coin. Besides, that, without wanting to offend the Greeks, that looks like someone's put their face on the keyboard and rolled it backwards and forwards. Sorry, Greece. Might be good for a Scrabble name if you're playing Scrabble, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that's quite a common one. We've seen it before. Oh, and this one we've seen before as well. 50 grapes. So that's Cyprus. And Cyprus is, I want to say 1970, that was cents. So 50 cents. If I'm wrong, you'd have seen it by now. But yeah, I think that's 50 cents from Cyprus, 1970. Oh, the Greeks are about today. 20 drachma, 1976. Oh, different Greek dude. No, I'm not even going to go there. 20 drachma, 1976 from Greece. So that's 2. I wonder if we'll end up with a hat trick at some point. We used to get hat tricks all the time, all the Italian and all the French stuff that was constantly coming out. Oh, hello. I think we all know what this little chappy is. This, if you're not accustomed to British monies, this is the old new 5p. Old as in this is the larger version. The new version now is probably 2/3 the size. 1970. So yeah, this is one of the very early ones from decimalisation from 1971. But this was 5 new pence. So they started rolling these coins out from about 68, 69 onwards. And these ran alongside the old shillings. So people still refer to these, even back in the 70s, as a shilling. And the new 10 pence were still 2 shillings, 2 bob, that sort of thing. So yeah, there we go. 5 pence. Old style. Yeah, those went out of circulation back in the 90s when they brought out the was it the 90s? Yeah, about 92, I think they brought out the first of the new size 5p's. Talking of small coinage. Spain? Yeah. Spania. Is that date 1990? Where are we? 5 pesetas. Yeah, we've seen these before. This must have been dug up from the involuntary mix-up I did the other week of the tub when I dropped half of it on the floor. It must have suddenly surfaced from the bottom of the tub itself. So we got ourselves a Spanish 5 pesetas, 1990. Just take a quick swig of my coffee. Got to have coffee, keep you going. I think that man flu attack I had the other week is starting to ease off, so ooh, who we got there? That way round. Italy. Oh, Italy. Okay. And we have got ourselves. Ooh. 50 centissimo. No, centesimi. That's it. I'll try to say it in Italian or make it sound Italian. Centesimi. 1920. That's the oldest one we've pulled so far. Excellent. I think we've had some with this chappie on before. And I think one of them was something like 1940, 41, 42, that sort of period. But no, 1920 from Italy. Excellent stuff. Brazil, 50. I'm not sure how they pronounce that. Is that rice? Reese? I'll go with Reese. 1928. Ooh, giving Italy a run for its money now. Interesting. Got all the stars around it. The stars seem to be quite a common theme with all the Brazilian coins, or quite a few of them anyway. So yeah, I've never seen this one before. I might have to do some more research. I'll have a quick look later on, and if I find anything, I'll pop something up. If not, there we go. 50 Reese, 1928, Brazil. Oh, we all recognise this one as well. So this is the USA. What have we got? 1964. Yep. Yeah, the usual reverse. So 5 cents. There's no mint marks, so that's probably, is it Philadelphia? Doesn't have it. It's probably a Philly one. So it'd be quite a common one. There we go. 5 cents, 1964. And another great old British coin. 1 penny, 1936. So that should be George the Fifth. Yes. There we go. Very, very common. In fact, hang on, 36. I think I saw an advert for one of these on eBay the other week, and somebody was asking £15,000 for it because it was rare and it was pre-war. And I took one look at it. I thought, nah, mate, that's worth no more than about 10-15p at best in the condition it's in. This one's only probably worth about 10p if you're lucky. But yeah, 1936, very common, 1 penny. Oh, oh, yeah, Israel. And yeah, obviously you can tell the Israel ones. It's got the old candelabra stuck there in the middle. It's got Israel in Latin, in English, Western speak. It's also got it in um, Arabic and across the bottom in Hebrew. But that is quite an old one, actually. I want to say that's half a lira. Now, most people say, oh, they don't have lira, they have shekels. Yeah, lira was the part of the currency back in the day. And looking at that date, looking at my notes I've got on the screen behind me, that I think that's 1979. Yeah, I'm going to go with 1979, half lira, Israel. probably be wrong on all bar than the country of origin. You watch. Here we go, back to the old faithful. 20 centimes, France, 1970. We've had this one so many times. I'm not even going to go into any other details on this one. But yeah, very, very common. Gustav Adolf VI, Schweiz, Sweden. 1962 5 or. I love these coins. They're flat and smooth, and obviously with indents for some of the markings. But there's a nice big dip in the middle, and the 5 is raised within that dip. Not that you can see it, but yeah, it's very, very unusual. So there we go. Sweden, 1962, 5 or. Five kuna, Republika Hrvatska, so that's Croatia. Murky Medved. Yeah, okay. 2007, Croatia, 5 kuna. They obviously have the name of the country in their own language down the side, but the giveaway is the little shield at the bottom with the check marks on it, checkered marks. That's usually red and white if it's in colour. That's the Croatian national emblem, or the national coat of arms, shall we say. So there you go. Soviet Union. Three kopecks, 1980. Be another one for the collection. Starting to get a year run of these. They're nothing much to sort of talk about on the front. They're all identical on the obverse, but the reverse, obviously that's where the business is. Tells you the year and the value. So unless you get one from a specific country within the Soviet Union, and then it'll be completely different on that side, like we had with, where did he go? Oh, my giddy aunt, lost it. That one, for example. Poland. It's part of the Eastern Bloc, 1974, but it's got their own logo on it, for one. What was the other one we had? I want to say it was, yeah, it was Yugoslavia, wasn't it? Of course it was. Whereas Yugoslavia, it's got the star on it, but it's got their own emblem. Hasn't got necessarily the Soviet Union emblem. So the Soviet Union was obviously Russia, but it was everybody else included. So this potentially could have been used in any of the Soviet countries. There you go. 3 kopecks, 1980, Soviet Union. One yuan, China, 2014. Always very floral. Can't knock them for that. But yeah, this is another, I want to say it feels like aluminium, but I'm not convinced. I think it is nickel chrome of some description. But yeah, 1 yuan, 2014, China. Our friends Germany. In this case, 1950, it'd be West Germany. 10 Pfennig. And that is a D mint mark? Yeah. So that's Munich. Very, very common, especially in 1950. There's absolutely thousands upon thousands of these things out there. Seems to get them every so often. Oh, let's have a quick look. Let's see if we can't move some of these over. Make a bit of room. Terrible planning again on my part. I'll do it every so often. So there we go. 1950, 10 Pfennigs, West Germany. Let's give it a scoop. Another familiar face. India. 1 rupee. 1998. Yeah, we get these every so often. This is one of the newer ones. We usually get 1970s, 1980s. And they're smaller and they're usually a bit more bashed around. This one still looks rather new for 1998, so that's nice. So that's India. 1 rupee, 1998. $1976. 1 golden, Netherlands. Juliana this time, because the other one I think was, it says Beatrix, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go. So we got ourselves another Netherlands. 1 golden, 1976. $1987, Mauritius, 1 rupee. Yeah, we've seen this chappie before. The Right Honourable Sir. And then the rest of the name, which, as you know, if you've been here before, you know I will not try and pronounce. But yeah, we've seen this one before. 1 rupee, Mauritius, 1987. Right, one last one, and we'll call it quits from there. Quick dig, dig, dig. Let's give it a complete, oh, yuck, mix up. That was all sticky. There's something in the bottom of there. Oh, what's that? I've got a boat on it. British Caribbean Territories, Eastern Group. 25 cents. Is that 1955? Ah. Now, I've seen the Caribbean states before now, Eastern Caribbean states, but this might predate it, I don't know. But that, I don't know if we've had this particular one before, not the British Caribbean Territories anyway. But like I say, Eastern Caribbean states is slightly different. That's an amalgamation, same as this one, of several of the islands and the countries there. But there you go, that's the last one to get pulled. British Caribbean Territories, 25 cents, 1955. Let's get this little lot out of the way. So, pick of the week. Got a couple of nice ones in there, actually. I am tempted to go with the Brazil or the Italian, mainly for the age. We've had a 1936 there as well. So we're going back quite a few years already. But I'm going to go with the Italian. The 50 centesimi. 1920. mainly due to age. I don't think we've seen this one before either. It's quite nice to have something different as well. We've come across some other old ones in the past that we've seen several times, some of the old French and the earlier Italian stuff and some of the Spanish stuff, the big bronze looking coins. But this one is my pick for this week. Well, hopefully you like this video. If you did, please consider a like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. Maybe even mention which one of these you prefer. If it isn't the Italian, maybe you think the Brazil would be better. Or if you're old school like me to an extent, the old new 5p. Do love those. Got a pot of those somewhere actually. I'm going to have to dig them out. Anyway, that's it from me this week. Like I say, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Stay safe and I'll catch you next time, folks. Cheers all.